So, change happens. Systems thinkers always have to think about this change over time. So one of these, the flip cards here, observes how elements within systems change over time, generating patterns and trends. This is one of the core things of being a systems thinker, is you see these dynamics of behaviour and time. A systems thinker sees change over time as the dynamics of a system. This is where you see things changing and you begin to look at the interconnections, because something may be influencing that situation that is not becoming apparent until we give it time. It might be there's some feedback in the system that you didn't realise, that this influences that influences something over here, but that influences this other thing, and then that impacts that first thing. So you don't necessarily see that on a static image of something frozen in time, and it takes those changes over time to see what's really going on. You can think of things as changing over time, like morale in an organisation. You can see it going up or going down, hopefully not going down, but that's often why systems thinkers get called in. Morale going down over time, and you begin to see what's causing that. You can start investigating and digging into and being that detective that a systems thinker is when you can see these patterns. So some of the questions to ask when you're thinking about this particular habit: what important elements have changed in the system? What's changed since I last looked at it? What's different? Has it gone up, gone down? What's measurable? What angles have shifted given that bit of time? How have the elements changed over time? Pretty much what I've just said. How have things changed over time? Is this element still the same? Is this element still the same? I'm pointing to imaginary system dynamics model here. All these things the same, or have they changed? Has only one thing changed? What's changed over time? What changing elements represent amounts, and how quickly, slowly are they increasing or decreasing? When we go into system dynamics and look at causal loop diagrams, or then further into stock flow diagrams, we start being able to assign an amount of something. So you can start seeing supply and demand, or stock in a warehouse going up and going down over time. And we can start seeing how quickly the rates of change. So we can really start drilling down into what's going on in a system, finding out some of those details. And what patterns or trends have emerged over time. We can start seeing patterns. It might be that we form one of these behaviour over time graphs and see something that is familiar: exponential change, an S-curve, a decline, an incline. We can start spotting patterns and see what it's doing, and then predict what's going to happen next. So when we start seeing those patterns and trends, it gives us more information. The dynamics of the system gives us yet another bit of information than just the elements of the system. So that's a really interesting part of picking up kind of meta information about a system. It's that change over time gives it its dynamic sense, and that is a source of information in itself, one of the most important.